Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. Hope you're doing well. Um, got a story out of Freight Waves. I think this is very important that people understand. This is a great metric for showing you how scary the markets are, how sick the economy is. And this is one of those things that you put in your mental toolbox to firm up your understanding of where we are as an economy right now. Okay, so don't believe the mainstream media that everything's getting good, everything's looking better. The stocks are swinging up a little bit. I'm telling you, that's a dead cat bounce. And I think you need to be concerned of these metrics. This is why I started the Economic Ninja channel in the first place, to be able to show people the real economy and how it works and how you can. It's not a crystal ball that you have that shows you when the crash is coming. It shows you literally in real time that we are crashing. It's entitled FedEx Freight announces another round of driver furloughs. The company acts in response to weaker demand conditions. It says FedEx Freight, the less than truckload unit of FedEx Corp, announced late Friday. It has, so I want you to understand it's different. It's different than FedEx Corp, okay? It's the less than truckload unit. Announced late Friday that it has enacted another round of temporary driver furloughs in some US markets in what it called an effort to align our workforce with operational requirements. Let me take a quick break. If you are in the trucking industry, please comment down below. Let people know exactly. I know there are truckers that are super busy because there are some freight brokers that are really good at their job. There are other companies that are hurting right now. Another thing I want people to understand too, because sometimes truckers go, hey, I'm getting slammed with work, right? I'm totally slammed. Another reason for that is because in the last couple of years, a lot of drivers have lost their CDLs because of past issues in their lives, right? There was a federal law that came out that just took tons of people's licenses. Certain states like California are actually, it might have been California. Remind me in the comment section if it was a federal law or state law where if people had certain misdemeanors or felonies, but misdemeanors, they actually lost their CDLs. So there's less drivers out there. Also, there's a lot of trucking companies in the last couple of years that have gone under, have completely closed their doors. We're talking about small mom and pop shops that could not keep up with regulations that the government has imposed in literally the last 2 or 3 years and close their doors, meaning there's more jobs to soak up, okay? But I'm telling you, this is a sign right here. This is something that should be scaring the piss out of you, whether you're in the industry or not. This is going to affect everyone, all right? It says the unit did not disclose the number of furloughed drivers, nor did it state how long they might be furloughed. Some eligible employees will be offered permanent transfer opportunities to other markets that have hiring needs, according to a FedEx statement. FedEx Freight will maintain health benefits and provide other financial incentives for furloughed employees. Now, let me just, in layman's terms, that decision right there where they said some drivers are going to be allowed to go, that's where you're taking the cream of your crop. This is sort of an organizational issue with, where the C-suite execs get together and they go, look, we have an opportunity here. I know everything sucks, but we're also going to weed out the bad apples, right? They're going to continue paying benefits, but after a while, truck drivers are going to go, look, I need to go somewhere else, and they're going to leave. All right. Anytime a company has to do this, even as temporary as it is, it means there's issues behind the scenes, i.e., they have less work, right? Okay, so I want you to understand that. That is right there a sign when you see, and I brought these stories before Christmas. FedEx and UPS were laying people off during the holiday season. Amazon was laying people off. I couldn't fathom that. This never happened before the 2008 Great Recession. Just so you know, this never happened like that. This is absolutely insane. We are literally crashing right now. This is what a collapsing economy feels like. I know it sounds crazy because you go, well, everything's normal. But everything's normal until it's all over the news that day. The stock market's tanking, everyone's crying, kind of thing, right? And then mass layoffs. But we already have mass layoffs happening right now, even in January. As a matter of fact, if you think about it, here Tesla stock, this is an offshoot, but it means something right here. Here Tesla stock is exploding, rallying. Why? Because they have laid off tons of people and they dropped the price of their cars significantly. So now here the stock rallies because the stock market people are like, oh yeah, sweet. That means less money going to paychecks and we're going to sell more cars because we lowered the price. Like, yeah, you have to actually sell more cars because you are making less on them too. I mean, it just blows me away where people think we are as an economy. Now it says right here, the company also said it will continue to evaluate the environment and bring back furloughed employees as business circumstances allow. You want to talk about the understatement of a century? Like, that's common sense. They're going to contract and they're going to expand as their business contracts and expands. It says in November, FedEx Freight announced 90-day furloughs of an under undetermined number of drivers. Those furloughs started in December. So this is just the next wave. It says, like other LTL carriers, FedEx Freight has been impacted by weaker volumes stemming from a decline in industrial production activity. Industrial shipments are LTL carriers' livelihood. Guys, please comment down below what you think about this section. Whether you're in the trucking industry or not, I'm telling you, I want people to get prepared. If you're in the trucking industry, guys, find a second job, second means of income. Start a side hustle. Start thinking big. I mean, shoot. I've seen truckers that have YouTube channels as a second means of income. That's awesome. You do something now because things are going to go bad and they're going to go bad fast. And I want you guys prepared. I want to hear stories of how you not only overcame, you crushed it in this next economic collapse, not how you just survived. That's not the story here. Let's go and crush it together. All right, guys, that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.